Attention all Rotnik Entertainment employees. The live stream will begin shortly. In the event of fatal spring damage, you better run for your lives.
Hello everyone, welcome to another Venge live stream. How are you all? Hopefully you are doing good. Hopefully you liked my new intro. I thought it would be fun to have an intro for the live stream, so that's what I've done. Looks like you guys enjoyed it, so that's really good. I crammed that over the last few days, so it's been super fun to work on. It'll probably stay the same most of the time, but it'll change based on what we're doing. So, if you didn't know, today we are going to be remodeling Lucy. Now, it's a little bit dramatic. What we're actually going to be doing is improving the model and making sure that it is a lot more usable. Because, for example, like if we look here, some of these joints are really bad, right? And I've gotten a lot better at this, so I can do a better job. Then we're also going to be improving the texture quality because some of the textures, like, you know, it's just very low quality. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Remodeling is a little bit of an exaggeration, but it's just better for, you know what I mean. But it seems like you guys are really excited about the intro. Good, I'm glad. I was like, I made a lot of it when I was super tired. And so like my original idea was going to be very different. It was going to be like just basically a trailer. But then I was like, wait, what if I made it like this dramatic recreation of like how the character is going into the scene or something. And then I wasn't sure if it was good or not until the next day after I had rendered it. And I was like, oh, actually, this is really good. But we're going to be working on Lucy today, and then after we work on Lucy today, as you guys voted, we are going to be working on the house and finishing that up. So I'm super excited. We're going to have a ton of fun. So first things first, here's Lucy's model, and you can see we already have some animation. Is this going to be a spoiler? Wait a second. Okay, it looks like I have it muted. But here's an animation from... It's not a very good animation, to be honest. I don't know what she's doing, but here's an animation that I had made. We're not gonna use this, at least not right now. It's a little bit silly. But what I need to do is the way that I set up Lucy's model, if I can, let me just make sure that I have everything spoiler related hidden, which it looks like I do. If I can switch over to my other screen here, you can see that I have all of her animations as part of these MLA strips, which I don't really like. I think that's kind of a bad thing to do. And so we're going to be removing that and hopefully not deleting everything. So I just did that. And okay, we should be good to go. So then if I switch this to default, perfect, T-pose, right as it should be. Okay, so first things first, what would be the most entertaining? Should we start with the textures, or should we start with the model quality itself? What do you guys think? I'll set up a poll real quick for that. I can't do a poll. Oh, I already have a poll running. One second. So let's do textures or model quality. I still have some faith in you guys, because in the last live stream you forced me against my will to work on the sky vent texture, which took the entire thing. The texture looks so bad. Honestly, I kind of agree. You just watched the intro since you missed it? Thank you. Okay, let's see who's winning. Model, oh, it's pretty tight. I think model quality kind of makes sense to start out with. Kind of all putting how the cuts are symmetrical. Oh, you're so right. These cuts are symmetrical. Okay, shoot. Well, we'll have to fix that. We'll have to work on that. Oh, do you guys want to see? Never mind. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. Okay. It looks like model quality is winning. Okay, so if we take a look at her model itself, ignoring all of the textures here, it's not that bad, but it's a little wonky. So how should we start with this? Okay, let's start with like the joints. I think that would be the easiest place to start with. Oh wait, there's still some animation. We don't want any animation right now. So no, I don't want to delete it. I just want to no animation. Okay. So if we rotate the joints, oh my gosh, I almost threw up. Look at how, oh, that's so bad. Oh my gosh, look at how bad that joint is. Oh my gosh, okay, we're gonna have to fix that ASAP. It's tricky because I don't really want to mess with her model too much because it'll break some of the animation I already have. And I really don't want to do that because animating Lucy is like one of the hardest things in the world. Okay, that's better. That's better. That's way better. Okay, we just need a little bit more vertices here, I think. I think that should help. But, I don't really want to break anything too bad, but we'll see. Okay, it's not the best. It still is a little weird right here, so I think what we need to do is we need to go into weight painting. Oh gosh, I have not weight painted in forever. I remember that I do not like this. I do not enjoy this. But from a little fun fact for you, this is a very niche fun fact. I don't know if you'll be able to like use that at a party or anything like that, but weight painting realistic models is significantly easier than weight painting Minecraft models. I'll just tell you right now. I don't know what it is about the Minecraft models, but they just like, they're so hard. Okay, so it's better, but it's still not good. It's still not very good at all. So let me just kind of, maybe I need to do it like this. But I also don't have a ton of practice with realistic models, so okay, that works until you get to about right here, and then it breaks apart. Okay, well, let's just blur this more. Just like so. Can you guys hear the background music? Okay, you know what? That's much better. That's much better. It's not the prettiest in the world, but it's okay. You're late? No, you're not late. Don't worry. You can join and leave whenever you want. There's no, well, I shouldn't say that. The music is good? Perfect. This is actually, the song that's playing right here is a scrapped song, so you guys probably will never get it released on Spotify or anything like that. That's because it's being remade into a song called Torturous Metamorphosis. So enjoy it while you can. What's up with the beef with the other coasters? Oh my gosh, I don't even want to get into it. So basically, there's like a few different coaster channels, right? There's the best, Caustic Games, formerly known as Coaster Games, and then there's Ikea Coaster, and then there's the other one, the one that flops, you know, the one that like makes a bunch of trash videos and like their banners like unsubscribe. We're not even going to mention their name because they're just an embarrassment to the nation and to the world, to be honest. But Ikea Coaster has the audacity to brag and be really rude and try to shoot me down because he's jealous. He's jealous that my channel is doing well and that we're growing and that we're a rising nation, we're a rising group, and his channel is flopping and he hasn't uploaded a video in forever. And so he's just jealous and he's just mad and he's trying to ruin our fun here, which we won't stand for. We won't let ourselves get what's it called? Get taken away by these, not taken away. We won't let ourselves get, what's the word? Help me out. What's the word? Like, what's the word? Oh my gosh. We won't let ourselves be knocking down like this. We gotta stand strong, and Venge is gonna surpass anything he's ever done. So if you ever see him in my comment section, or if you ever see him in my community tab post, or even worse, this is like the worst that it comes. Like if you see him reposting my community tab post, you gotta go over and you gotta tell him to stop. You gotta tell him to stop, and hopefully he'll stop one day. But that's the tea with them. Are you getting to the lyric part of the song? Good, good. So yeah, no, I hope he doesn't show up in in the chat, because that would be really bad, and I do not want to have an argument over the live stream. I think that would be very unproductive, and we don't do that. We are what's it called? We're more peaceful. We believe in peace, not violence. You know what I mean? We don't need to fight. We can all live happily ever after together. How about I make a treaty? Not possible. It's too far gone. It's too far gone. It's not possible. E-Caricature is really bad and it's impossible. So it's not possible, unfortunately. Trust me, I tried, but it's gonna work. Murder? Not opposed to it. Okay, anyway. Okay, so I think I fixed these joints here. They don't look horrible. You know what? They look fine. How tall is Lucy? She's slightly taller than the player. So like 4'4". Okay, so the next joint, I think her leg joints are fine, to be honest. Yeah, look, actually, that's a really good joint. Look at how good that joint is. That's a really good joint. Everyone needs to compliment that joint right there in the chat. The next one, these are the worst ones. These are the ones that inspired me to remodel her. Look at these finger joints. Ready? By the way, trigger warning. These finger joints are really, really bad. Are you ready? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at how bad these are. Look at how bad these are. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, everyone disliked this video right now because of how bad. Please don't actually. But everyone disliked because of how bad those joints are. Like, me from 2022 should be in jail for this. But we're gonna fix it. We're gonna make it right. We're going to undo the damage that I caused or 2 years ago. Was it really 2 years ago? 3 years ago, yeah. Yeah, where's the bleach? I know. They're on the other side too. They're so bad. Okay, so we're gonna work on those. We're gonna get those fixed real quick. Because like as I was making all these thumbnails for all these videos, I would pose her arms and then like it'd be like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Anyway. I'm getting distracted. Another thing, look at how you can literally count the pixels. Like, I'm sorry, you can literally count the pixels here. That's crazy. Anyway, let's fix these. So I think, honestly, the biggest problem with them is not necessarily that the weight painting is bad, but just the joint is a little bit too soon. So I think if we just grab, like, them here, like so, and we just kind of stretch them out, I think that might fix it. Let's see, are we lucky? Wow. Okay, that was easy. That was super easy. Not this one, though. This one needs to be a little bit longer. Just like that. Okay. Okay, this one needs... We'll put a vertice right here, just to kind of... Or not a vertice, an edge loop. There we go. Okay, that looks much better. That looks much better. Did anyone throw up because of those joints? I almost did. This one's kind of bad, too. But it's not that bad. I think it'll be fine. Well, let me just add another edge loop here. I think that might help. Yeah, well, I need another one right here. There we go. That's much better. That's much, much, much better. So, now let's put one right here and one right here. Perfect. Sweet. Alright, I think these finger joints are fine. Yeah, they're not horrible. They're okay. But I do think that they're a little bit early. And what I mean by that is just like we gotta stretch them out. Another thing that I did that is bad is these fingers are all like the same length. And if you look at your own hand right now, they're probably not all the same length. So I think we should make, so if I'm looking at my hand, it looks like, everyone look at your own hand too, work with me here. It looks like the middle finger is the longest, which she doesn't really have a middle finger. I guess this is the middle finger. And then it looks like my ring finger is second, and then my pointer finger is third. So we're gonna have that reflect in her model itself. So let's grab these two different sides. We're gonna go here, and we're just gonna shrink them down. Let's set this to connected only. Oh, it already was. Okay. We're gonna shrink it down. I don't really want to shrink down the joint because we already fixed that. There we go. And then we're gonna grab this other one here, and we are going to also shrink this one down. Wait, did I ping everyone? I don't think I did yet. I think I forgot. Did I? I forgot! Okay, we're gonna ping everyone. There we go. It's a little late, but it's fine. Hopefully they didn't miss their intro. Okay. There we go. That's much better. And also her thumbs are just kind of freakishly long. Like, I don't know what it is about it, but her thumbs are just very long, and I don't like that. And they need to be a little bit stubbier. Like so. Just like that. Perfect. Those look a lot better. They're a lot more natural. Also, her hands are just kind of really big. You know what I mean? What is going on? Hold on. What is going on with my YouTube dashboard right now? It is freaking out. It says that there's one person watching the live stream, which is like obviously not true. That's so funny actually. It's fine. She's a cartoon character. True, but the thing that well, no, yeah, you're right. It's fine. It's fine. You're right. You're right. It says there's 0 people watching right now. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at what YouTube is trying to demotivate me. YouTube is trying to make me think that no one cares about Venge and that I should give up live streaming. That's what YouTube is doing right now, and we need to stop. Oh my gosh, hey Theft King! How are you? Long time no see. I missed the chat. Frogs have skin between their fingers to help them swim? Yes. They do. I don't want to do that because I feel like that would be really hard. You see 21 people? Okay, that's good. See, everyone is YouTube is being a jerk right now. You know what? I bet YouTube is teaming up with Coaster right now. And I bet they're working together. And I bet he's using his fancy computer science skills to try to demotivate me. That's totally what it is. That's totally what it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah. Okay. So... that's awesome. Okay, so anyway, her arm joints are good. Let's do a little test just to make sure that we're doing our thing and we're doing good. I don't like how we can see through these. These are actually really bothering me. Okay, here we go. So these textures are so bad. Who let me do this? Like, look at these. Okay, I was just thinking we were gonna upscale. Yes! It's because Coaster is sabotaging my dashboard. No, that's exactly it. But I was thinking we were just gonna upscale the textures, right? But, like, honestly, I think we might have to restart from scratch. Because, like, oh my gosh, look at these. Like, the seam between the fingers. Like, look at this. Who was here in 2022? I just want to know, who's here in 2022? Everyone say, raise your hand if you were here in 2022. Mr. Husky was? Tony Illusion was? Yeah. Cinnamon was? You guys are all to blame for this. You guys are all personally responsible. Why did you let me do this? Why did you guys see this and went, yes, that's good? You guys are all personally responsible. Please send your apology letters to my email. I will expect them by tonight. Thank you. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. But I really like her texture. I think it's really iconic. The coping? No, it's not coping. It's not coping. You were 11? I don't care. You are still personally responsible. You have to apologize. I'm just kidding. Okay. Right. So I think these joints are all good, to be honest. Okay, another thing that, like, I have an issue with is, like, Lucy's head looks good until you go like this. It's very flat. And I didn't think that was a problem, but then one of my Patreons mentioned that it's actually a problem, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're right, it is a problem. And then I've been stirring over that for, like, the last, like, 2 years. So we're gonna finally fix it, but I tried one day to just, like, kind of make it thicker in the back. And it didn't work, but I don't remember, so let's just give it a shot. Maybe it'll work this time. If we just kind of extend this out. Do we like it? Do we like it? I don't know. I'm sorry, it just looks goofy. It looks really goofy. Okay, we're gonna work with it. We're gonna work with it. Trust the process, guys. Trust the process. Okay, it's fine, it's fine, guys. Stop laughing, it's fine. Let's just try to sculpt it a little bit. Maybe we need to do something like this, right? Oh, oops, I did not mean to do that. No, that made it worse! That made it so much worse! It looks like a bean now, it looks like a butt. Okay, you know what, we're gonna undo this. Okay, we're gonna have to be a little bit more sophisticated than this. Okay, let's try to smoothing out the top here. Where's the smoothing tool? I can never find it. I love how they rearranged it, but I also like hate how they rearranged it because I can never find anything. But I think I can actually rearrange it myself. Okay, yeah. Trust the process, guys. Your nose is bleeding? Oh my gosh, no, don't. Uh-oh, you better go take care of that. Okay, she just looks really stupid. What is going on? Oh, it's because I have, oh no, this is not working. Everyone unsubscribe right now. This is not working at all. Okay, undo. There we go. Okay, we're back. Make her head the size of a whale, like this. This is it. This is perfect. Look at that. This is perfect. Okay, here. We're gonna try a little bit more strategic this time. So like this, right? We're gonna go like this. We're just gonna gracefully pull it out. Okay. It's like a surgery on her head. Okay, that's better. We're cooking now. See, I told you, trust the process. Trust the process has always worked. It has never failed us, right, guys? Except for that one time, which, don't worry about it. There we go. What do we think about that? You think the problem is her cheeks? I do think so too, unfortunately. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink them down a tiny bit too. Ooh, that made her look kind of creepy. I don't know if I like that. What if we made her cheeks really big? This is like glitch vibes right here. Do you remember when she used to look like this? We don't talk about those sky discs. I'm gonna give her a little bit of a... I want her to look as cute as possible. So, to the people who think she's cute, give me your feedback. Would adding a butt chin make her more attractive, or would adding like a jawline make her more attractive? What do you guys think? I need the Lucy experts here. Smash? For which one? Don't add a butt chin. Make her have a long jaw? Okay. I see what you mean. Like this? Oh no, I broke it. Oh, I just disconnected it. We're good. Like this, guys? Look at that jawline. Look at that right there. That's pretty. That goes pretty hard, to be honest. Buck teeth? Oh, not the buck teeth. Not the buck teeth. If you remember, if you know, you know. There we go. How do we like that? Okay. It's not getting worse. Okay, so another thing, her nose. Apparently, an uprising has happened in the Patreon where everyone suddenly hates her nose now, even though it's been the same for years. So we're gonna reduce it, but I do think that we should keep it though. What do you guys think about that? Should we, let's add the butt, not the butt teeth, the buck teeth. Let's see how this would look. Also, we gotta work on her mouth again, because the mouth is pretty atrocious. Only OG fans. Wait. Am I being delusional? It's kind of good. Like, am I... Okay, wait, hear me out. Maybe I'm onto something. Hold on. I never thought I would do this, but maybe I'm onto something. Hear me out before we judge, before we listen and we don't judge. Before we judge, let me give it the right texture. Let's give it the same color. Let's just try it. We're all about experimenting on this channel. Let's try it. Let's see. You know, magical things can happen if we try new things. I don't know. Wait. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I kind of like it. I don't know. Maybe I'll hide them a little bit. No, that made it worse. No, I haven't had enough sleep. You guys are all making fun of it in the chat. I don't know if that means you're in support of it or not, or if you're just making fun of me. Don't ruin your comfort character. Okay, we'll do a poll. We'll do a poll. My go-to whenever I can't make a decision. I wish I had a poll every day. Buck teeth. No. Let's do a poll. Everyone vote. Everyone vote. Okay, what if I rotated them a tiny bit, like this? Okay, it looks like the overwhelming amount of people are saying no. The more you look, the more you dislike it. See, that's kind of how I am too. It kind of looks like that a little bit. What if we made them like... What if we went full redneck? Yeah, okay, overwhelmingly no. Alright, we're gonna pretend like I'm gonna edit that out of the live stream after it's over. Okay, so... Alright, her model I think is fine. Otherwise, it looks like... I think this new head shape is better. It's a little bit... It looks like she's got little horns coming out of here. Is that just me? Let me just kind of flatten this a tiny bit. There we go. Because, like, we want it to give, like... We want it to be, like, we want it to look like she has a brain in there, but also, like, not that big of a brain. You know what I mean? Like, if she had a wig, it'd be like, her wig is so big because she's hiding over secrets. You know what I mean? Wait, I actually like that idea. We're gonna use that in the game. Can you imagine Lucy with a wig? I have to see that now. I have to see that now. Hold on. Wig. Let me find a wig real quick. Wig. PNG. Ooh, wait, I think this one would work really well with her. Ready, guys? Are you ready for greatness? Has a little bit of, what's it called? These little watermarks, but I think it'll be fine. Wait, why is this kind of it? Wait, why is this kind of it, guys? It kind of works. It kind of works, to be honest. It kind of works. Okay, let's try another wig. Let's try another wig. I mean, I'm looking for a particular one in particular. Okay, yeah. This one should be good. This one's not a PNG, though. No, I need a PNG. Like, I can't have it be not a PNG. Perfect. Okay, ready? Ready? Here's the next one. She, like, doesn't have the head shape for it. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Karen. Lucy the Karen. She demands to speak to the Vengeance's manager. That's the right word. Perfect. Perfect. You're nuking my house. Well, joke's on you. I don't live in a house. So, I am in an apartment. And if you do that, you'd also nuke other people. So, Okay. Anyway, back on topic. I'm getting distracted. Next thing, what are we working on? All right, I think her head shape is good. I think it's a little bit more round. It's a little bit more fine. It looks fine. So, Justin Bieber's in the chat? No way. All right, so, okay. From here, we can either, I just gotta say, can we admire this texture quality right now? Where we have these pink eyeshadow, skin, and then more pink eyeshadow right here. Can we just admire that quality? That, like, it's incredible. It's honestly incredible. Oh, she looks like Justin Bieber? Oh, gotcha. Why are we remodeling Lucy? We're basically just polishing her up and getting her up to code with my newer modeling skills. We're not necessarily remodeling. Remodeling is just a nicer word to describe what we're doing for, like, you know, YouTube thumbnails and stuff. Slightly clickbait, but it's basically the same thing. Okay, so. And start working on the textures? Okay, well, here's what I want to do instead. Ready? Are you guys ready for another trigger warning, another horrible rigging? Ready? Watch. Look at this weight painting. Look at that. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh gosh. Her weight painting on her eyes is bad. It's real bad. And the reason that it's so bad, like, look at this. The reason that it's so bad is because when I'm making rigs, usually I'm doing it like this, which looks a lot better, where I have the subdivision surface modifier after the armature modifier, which basically will make it so the model it'll be posed and then it gets smooth, right? But in Unity, I can't have it that way. I have to put the subdivision modifier first. So because of that, we get these horrible sharp lines. And so we're gonna need to find a way to work around that. So that's what we're gonna be doing now. It's a little bit boring, but I think it'll be fine. So, like, look, ew! Look how gross this is. Oh my gosh, this is pretty bad. I remember when I made this, I spent so long just trying to get this to look good that I just gave up. I was like, you know what, I just won't close her eyes very much in game. But we should make it so, like, she can close her eyes and we don't, like, vomit all over the floor. You know what I mean? So that's what we can do. Another thing is her mouth kind of sucks. Like, look at this. Like, I don't know why it does this. You know what I mean? Like, why is it, Her weight painting is just pretty nasty. Could you just apply the subdivision before the import? Yeah, so that's basically what it's doing, is it's applying the subdivision before the import. And the reason that it has to be done this way is because Unity handles the armature modifier basically on Unity's side, but Unity doesn't have the ability to do real-time subdivision. So I have to put the armature first to simulate how, or I have to put the armature second to simulate how Unity would do it. So let's real quickly work on the eyes here. Just, they're pretty bad. So it looks like the problem here is just we don't have enough eye vertices. So I think if we do that, that might make it look a little bit better, but not by much. So we're gonna have to go in with some better tools here. So I think what we're gonna need to do is, looking at this, it looks like I'm gonna need this model in front. You know what, we're gonna grab, this is pretty cursed right here, but we're gonna grab this, and we basically just have to find a way to smooth out these vertices without causing issues. So I think the best way to do that would honestly be just kind of giving it our best shot. Yeah, no, I didn't realize it until I started working with Unity, and then I was like, oh, this sucks. So it definitely makes it harder, but so I think what we can do to kind of smooth this out, it makes you problem solve a lot more interesting. Problem solve a lot in interesting ways. So, like, if I want to smooth this out here, by applying the weight paint to the center, it seems like it pulls this part inwards, right? See, like that? So what I need to do is I need to have, even though this, theoretically, the controls on the side here should not control this part of her eyeball, if I weight paint it, then it smooths it out like this, which is so much better than this. Let's just make sure that this works. But then if I go like this, actually, yeah, that's much better. Okay, so now we just gotta smooth it out because this looks pretty bad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sample this weight. I'm gonna put this right here. Oh, that did not work. Okay, well, we're not gonna do that. That does not work. So we're gonna just try to merge these. Okay, yeah, that's good. Just try to get it to be as smooth as humanly possible. And I think this clips with her eyes, so it might be fine. Okay, that's way better. See, look, before and after, that's way better. Way better. What about this part? How does this look? Oof, that's pretty nasty as well. So let me just try smoothing some of this part out here and grabbing this and smoothing some of this part out here. See how that looks now. Well, realistically, it's only going to be closing like this. I just don't like that sharp line. That sharp line looks pretty bad. Just try this and get some of, yeah, there we go. That helps a lot. But then we just got to smooth this out so that it's not as, there we go. Okay, that's much better. So now let's make sure we didn't break anything. Nice. Okay, that's much better. It doesn't look amazing. Like, I would never do this for my Minecraft animations, but it's just different, what do you call it? Different quality standards for models, just because Unity doesn't have as much tools as Blender does, unfortunately. I don't even know if it's necessarily possible. Well, no, I guess it is because Blender's able to do it. But Blender also doesn't have to run at like 60 FPS, so I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's so much better. That's so much better. Yeah, that's way better. Okay, that looks way better. We just gotta do it to the side now. So if I remember correctly... Oh, sorry, I have to throw up. This is so bad. This is so bad. Trigger warning, guys. You're getting ads every 5 minutes? Seriously? My Minecraft animations! Oh my gosh, you're so right. Not my Minecraft animations. Eat Coaster's stupid, dumb Minecraft animations that are so horrible. Yeah, you're right. Sorry if I was loud. You're right. I don't know what happened there. I kind of just like blanked out. He's hacking my Wi-Fi, which is hacking my headphones and making me say stuff that I don't mean to say. That's what's going on. Here we go. Okay, that's better. Let's just do it from this side as well. Just like that. Perfect. I mean, it's not perfect. I was gonna say that, but it's not. Could you close your eyes for a second? Yes, I will in a second. Is it true that you hate Ecar Coaster? Listen, I don't hate anyone, but Ecar Coaster deserves it. And the reason that he deserves it is because he does nothing but brag and does nothing but harass me on my innocent channel. I've done nothing wrong. I've never gone on his channel and commented or anything like that. Don't double check that because I'm pretty sure. But he just is jealous. And you know what? Jealous people are sad. And I'm taking the moral high ground, to be honest, and we're not interacting with them. Yeah. I've done nothing wrong. Invading a whole channel? What do you mean? I've never invaded a channel. That's misinformation right there, Stompy. Okay. Are these the same? This one looks a little bit smoother. Let's try this. There we go. Okay, you know, that looks about the same. Honestly, Kirkuster and everyone he holds dear belongs in jail. See, I agree. I think you're right about that Theft King. I really do think so. Like, it's just so much, you know, just drama. Literally, like, you would think his middle name is Drama, just by how much he's jealous of my channel. Okay, okay, I think these eyes are way better. I mean, they look a little funny. It's just this eyeliner doesn't look the best, but it's okay. I got plenty of time to improve this in the future, you know what I mean? Yeah, see, he didn't release the first animation of 2023 to 2025, so that's why. He should be canceled for that. You invaded and turned it into a Venge stream? I don't know what you're talking about that. I think that's misinformation, to be honest. So, have the same voice as me? I don't know what you're talking about. I think that's also misinformation. You guys really love misinformation, don't you guys? You guys are like those Facebook boomers who fall for everything. Like next thing I know, you guys are gonna be sending me like AI generated garbage of us in the same room together. Wait, of us being the same person. Yeah. Close and show the whole face. Okay, there you go. There you go. Do what you will with that. It still looks pretty bad. You kind of sound like Helpsy when I'm trying to lie. I don't know what you're talking about. Helpsy? I'm not Helpsy. What do you mean? I would never do that. I would never do such a thing. I am curious, though. Wait, I am curious. Should we go on a little side quest while we're doing this? I have an idea. It might be kind of funny, but it also might kind of be a flop. Let me just kind of smooth out these topology lines here. Do you guys want a side quest? Or should we not get distracted? You love side quest? Okay, watch this. Let me finish this. Okay, I think that looks good. Let's see. So she squints her eyes. Yeah, we'll deal with that. Okay, ready? Let's do side quest. Okay, so for the side quest, what I'm going to do is I'm going to enable my microphone so I can hear myself, which is going to be really wild, but here we go. Okay, I can hear myself. Ready? Now watch this. Ba-doo, 1 second. Oh, are we good? OBS is freezing. Uh-oh. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I think we're good. Sorry, my OBS just froze. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, yeah, sweet. Okay, ready? Check this out.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? What's going on? Wait, hold on. 1 second. Let me add a little filter. Let me do this. Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? Oh my gosh, finally! It's been so long! I've been stuck in this potted plant for decades, dreaming of the day that I can one day place my tiny little hands on anything other than this stupid dirt and this stupid leaves. Maybe I'll be able to join the live stream one day. I don't know. Anyway, stop running! Helpsy, I want to kiss you. Ew, that's gross! No, that's horrible! Is there a human nearby? I'm stuck in the sink. Oh my king, there's no one nice enough to help me. I've been stuck in this potted plant for so long, dreaming of the day that I can one day. I already said this line, never mind. Helpsy, do you like red sauce? The red writing? No, the red writing thing is so annoying. You have no idea. You set me up. You fully set me up. I didn't mean to do that to you. Anyway. Do you have any other questions? Hello? How did you get stuck in the plant? Well, I don't want to talk about it. Thoughts on chairman? Well, I like chairs. I can't really sit in them because of, my eyeball and stuff, but I like chairs. What do I think of Lucas? The human? Oh, the human is so evil. He tried to trick me. He tried to burn me over and over. It was horrible. It was horrible. Don't bring him up again. Anyway, I gotta go. Oh, another human. Alright, I'll be right back.
How was that? Was that fun? Okay, I need to turn it off. I need to not hear myself. That's distracting. Yeah, if you didn't know, I did the voice of Helpsy. Anytime you see the unknown in the credits, that just means that I did it. I'm just trying to be mysterious. But yeah, Helpsy's just a filter that I have. And I'm able to do it live. But it's a shame that Helpsy's never gonna come back though. Like RIP. Okay, so let's smooth out some of this eye detail a little bit more. Oof, that's a little rough. Okay. Ooh, that... It just looks uneven. Where was I? Oh, I had to run to the bathroom real fast. What do you mean Helpsy was here? Helpsy took over the live stream. What do you mean? Okay. So, let's continue what we were doing before. Got distracted with our side quest. So, basically what I'm doing right now is I'm just making this smoother so that the texture won't get as stretched when we eventually combine them like that. So, just like so, and just like so. Perfect. See, that looks much better. That looks much better. You need him back. Maybe. Oh my gosh, guys, there's so much I have to tell you. I redid a lot of the... That looks much better. I redid some of the live stream stuff, and I have a brand new brain rot screen. I think it's really cool, so I'll probably eventually show you that. And then I actually have like a professional, nice BRB screen when I'm gone for a while, because the brain rot screen, like I've tried listening to it because it's like, okay, I might need to subject you to the brain rot for like a decent amount of time, right? So I tried to listen to it for like a few minutes, and it's bad. It's pretty bad. Like it's pretty hard to sit through. So I made a professional one so that if I need to go for like more than a few minutes, then I can use that one. But hi, you're back. What do you miss? We're just working on Lucy, making her model better, improving the quality of it. Let's see. So she can go like. I love this face. She's like, really? Oh, why can't I move this one? It's really bizarre. There we go. Like, really? You left us a brain rot for so long? I know, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for that. Let's see, when she looks happy. Okay, this part needs some work. Can you ask lore questions about him? Sure. I may not be able to answer them, but what questions do you have? Make Lucy have a long neck? Maybe, low-key. Okay, so let's grab some of this and just kind of... Yeah, Theft King is here. It's awesome. Check this out. Okay, let me see. Oh, I see what you mean. Make it look down when she closes her eyes, so instead of up, it's down. Yeah, I see what you mean. I'll have to work on that in a tiny bit, though, because that seems like it'd be really hard to do. Would it be possible to make the Helpsy change sides? What do you mean by that? Like, change, like, good or evil? Because I wouldn't say that the Helpsy's necessarily evil, because he's, you know, like, I think he's 7 years old, so kind of hard for a 7-year-old to be evil. Well, I don't know, I've met some evil 7-year-olds, so maybe that's not entirely true. It'll look more natural? Yeah, no, I see what you mean. Let me see if I can maybe make it happen just rigging wise. I don't know if I can though. So like if we did like this and then we made the eyes move a little bit further down, we'd have to... Yeah, it looks like I could make it work, but I'll do that off stream just because it'll be kind of boring. And I want to get this done as quickly as possible. So now let's work on her mouth a tiny bit. Like middle bones? Oh yeah, I see what you mean. So one of the things that I wanted to do, are there more Helpsies other than the one we saw? That's a good question. So in some cases, like the Skelebons or like the cartoonists, there is more of them. There's 3 cartoonists. Was I supposed to say that out loud? Oops. Oh well, there's 3 cartoonists if you didn't know. And then there's many Skelebons. But in Helpsy's case, hold on, let me blow my nose real quick. Where? I have to hide my tissues because Atlas loves eating tissues. I don't know what it is about, but... I would imagine that if there were more than one Helpsy, we would see them in Act 1. Because we basically see all of the daycare district, and I would imagine that there would be a lot more than, you know, just the ones. So I would say probably not. But yeah. Anytime I say something lore-wise, though, always double-check with the game itself, because technically everything I say is to not be considered canon. I don't want you guys to be trying to watch the live streams for lore answers. I'd rather you guys try to figure it out yourself. But I think in this case, if there's no other Helpsies in the game, it's probably safe to assume that there's no other Helpsies. Because, like, for example, with cartoonists, there's very clear hints that there's more than one cartoonist. So, well, I mean, not very clear hints. You literally see another cartoonist in the game, so. Okay. Perfect. Trained to play the piano? Oh, I love this song. I love how much you guys love the song. That makes me really happy. Because I didn't really like the song too much until you guys started to show it. You know how Venge is going to end? In the end, Lucy's going to reveal that she was the Mimic. You know what? You're wrong. In the end, everyone is going to reveal that they're the Mimic. Every single person. Lucy, Ethics, Cartoonist, Skelebons, Helpsy, Columbi, Elemental. Every single person is going to be the Mimic. And it's going to be all Mimics. And the way that they, like, because, like, you've seen, like, Lucy and the cartoonist in the same room, and the way that they did that, the Mimic had mirrors. You know the Pepper's Ghost effect? The Mimic had a bunch of mirrors, and that's how he made himself look in a bunch of different places. And so, like, the whole cartoonist boss was just a bunch of elaborately placed mirrors. So, I just leaked the Act 2 boss? Did I? Alright, so honestly, I don't really feel like working on the mouth right now. I think we should retexture her. So, based on this model quality, what do you guys think this model size is? So, this was made back in 2022, roughly. And back then I was afraid of 4K textures, so I never used 4K textures. So, what do you guys predict? For a main character like that, she should absolutely be using 4K textures, right? So, do you think it's 512? Do you think it's 1024? Or do you think it is 2048? Or 4K? Maybe I was on to something back then. I mean, whatever it is, it's too little, because we can literally, like, in certain parts, like right here, we can literally count the pixels. Like, watch, let me turn off cubic. Look, you can literally see the pixels. So, 25 by 25, 256. Oh, that's very tiny. I think that would be really small. The correct answer is, it is 2K, which isn't that bad, but for a character as detailed as her, she absolutely needs to be 4K. So, here's what we're gonna do. I like her textures so far. I think they look good. I don't really want to redo all of them. Plus, I have a tendency to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to work smarter, not harder. We are going to grab her textures, and we are going to upscale them somehow. I don't fully know. We're going to upscale them somehow, and then we're going to modify them and make them look better. So what I'm thinking is, let's go over into Photoshop. Oh, perfect. I'm going to send you to the brain rot screen for just a minute. Don't leave. And I'm going to open up Photoshop because it has my real name on it. So, all right, ready? Everyone ready for brain rot? This is the new brain rot. Don't leave. There's a counter on screen so you guys can keep track of each other. Ready? I sentence you to brain rot. It's over. We're out of brain rot. See what I mean? It's pretty bad. It's pretty hard to stay in there for a while. So I've made a better BRB screen so that you guys won't be tortured like that. Which I'll show you probably later. But here we are. Here's Lucy's texture. Okay, just making sure that there's no spoilers because I would absolutely do that. Oh, hey, look at that. We have overlapping faces. Wonderful. Okay, so how can we upscale this? Does Photoshop have a way to do this? Surely they do, right? Surely they do. What if we go pixels? If I just multiply this by 2? Okay, that did not work. I remember there being a neural filter for it. Let me check this here. Super zoom? Zoom in and crop an image. No. Okay, it looks like they don't. Really? Come on, Photoshop. You guys don't have an upscale? Like a generative upscale or anything like that? Maybe they do. Hold on. Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe it's in here somewhere. I usually don't ever need it. Automatic. Nope. Preserve detail. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna upscale like this. Where's my ruler? Here we go. Okay, so let's upscale it, and then we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way before all of this newfangled technology. We're just gonna go here, and we are going to what's it called? Sharpen her texture up. So that's in filter, sharpen, smart sharpen. All right, let's zoom in on one of the details here, and then we're just gonna sharpen it like that. But I don't want these edges to get super crazy. You know what I mean? It's like not, I literally cannot even tell a difference. Okay, you know what, that'll be fine. Okay, so now it's a lot sharper, so hopefully it'll look better. You guys like trying to play the piano? Good, I'm glad. I don't really see the appeal, but you know what? If you guys like it, that's wonderful. Alright, let me... Oops. You guys saw my screenshots. You're not supposed to see my screenshots. Okay, let me export this. We're gonna go Act 2, Lucy. Yes. There we go. Alright, perfect. We have the higher quality texture here, and then let me switch it over to the right one. Alright, so now if we look closely, we should see... Yes. Oh, wait, no, we didn't even do it yet. Wait, what? Did that work? No, what is it doing? Hold on a second. Blender's being weird. Do I have to delete it manually? What's the deal with this? I think I have to delete it manually. Good thing you guys can't see this because I am currently looking at a huge spoiler right now. We're on this other screen here. Is the devlog coming this week? Yep. Next Saturday, the devlog will be out. I've switched to doing 2 weeks instead of weekly just because it would be better for the channel. So, here we go. You can now notice, if we look closely, way more pixels here. So now let's start the process of retexturing her. So, someone asked why her top was like a brown or like a darker green, while the rest of her body was lighter green. And it's a really simple answer. Original designs of Lucy had this part pink, but then it looked very much like a bikini. And I didn't really want that, because then that implies that she has like, what's the word? She has content right here, which in my mind she doesn't. And so I didn't like that. So I attempted just to make it skin color, or for her skin color, so this green, but then it just looked like she was naked. So I settled with this darker green, where it's a little bit ambiguous if it's a part of her skin, or if it's something she's wearing, etc. So that's what is up with that. I don't fully like it. Like, if I can come up with a better solution, I will use it, but for now, that's all I have. So another thing that I've noticed is her... What? What the? Okay, here we go. Her body is completely symmetrical, which isn't that bad, but it is a little bit annoying. So let's just start texture painting this, and hopefully we'll start improving it. So, do I hate Akira Coaster? I don't hate. I just have no respect for, because he's jealous and he's bitter, and he hates to see me succeed. So let's just kind of blur this out a little bit. this. And see, the problem is when I blur one side, it blurs the other, which isn't ideal. I just don't want these to look really like stroke lines, you know what I mean? Because it looks a little bit like that. Like it doesn't look like skin. She just kind of looks like smudges, you know? Do I like that? Should I do something like that? I'm gonna regret this part right here. What if I do it from the top? Now it looks a little bit like an armor piece. Like she's wearing armor right here. Honestly, I kind of like that. What do you guys think? I don't know. What do you think? Should I keep that? It kind of looks like a little bit like armor. I like that a lot, actually. I really like that. It looks like armor. It gives her a lot of, like, what's the word? Like, detail right there, I guess. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay, cool. What if we did it from the bottom here, too? No. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna keep it. Okay, so then let's just kind of blur this bottom part here. And then blur this part. Looks like her skin got burnt. Maybe it did get burnt too. That's totally an option too. It's kind of ambiguous what happened to her. Maybe I'll put dialogue in the game for that, but maybe I just won't address it. Okay, so let's just kind of, ooh, this part's kind of rough. Let's make it look a little bit darker around here. And then we'll give her an actual texture. I think we'll use scales or something like that. Ooh, what is going on back here? Oh no, what's going on up here too? What happened? Wait. Oh my gosh. Oh, shoot. Forgot to turn that on. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Here we go. That'll preserve what I was doing. What about her? You know what? That's a question for Lucy. That's a question for Lucy. I'm not Lucy, and so... Like, unlike every other character in Venge, I don't voice Lucy, so... You'll have to ask... The character Lucy, not Lucy's voice actress. You'll have to ask her in game. Okay. Here we go. Okay. We'll just blur this around. Just kind of getting some shadow. And I know this isn't very high quality texturing, but we're just getting some shadows in here so that we can actually apply her texture stuff herself. Okay. So I kind of like the idea of giving her like more distinct shoulder backings. But this just looks like she laid on top of like one of those things, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like those weight thingies. You know what I'm talking about? Let me find a picture. Weight thingy. Dumbbells. Yeah, dumbbells. This thing. It looks like she just laid on top of one of this. You know, we don't want that. We don't want that. So maybe I'll just kind of blur it a little bit more. Maybe we'll give it like an interesting shape. Almost like as if wings could sprout out of here. She won't have wings, but you know, anything's possible. Just kind of blur this back. Ooh, okay, I like this. This looks nice. And then the side should have a little bit more definition, like that. Just like so. That reminds me of the time that when she used to look like really malnourished. Like she was skinny. Like you could snap her in half. And I was like, I actually don't like that. But I think it's actually, no, she shouldn't be skinny because, she shouldn't be malnourished because she's not living, she's not surviving, she's thriving. So maybe we should make her look a little bit like that. So if I just kind of go here, and we're gonna puff up her belly a tiny bit. Let me just smooth this out. It doesn't look as strange. Let's grab this and puff it out. Because we don't want it to, like, every other character in Venge kind of looks like they're struggling. Lucy's not struggling. She is enjoying life. She has so much food. She is living the dream. And so her body should kind of reflect that. You know what I mean? But not like an insane amount. Just like that. But it looks a little bit silly because I'm not doing this smoothly. I need to smooth it out. Here we go. But I guess it doesn't help that she's... It's like she's wearing a corset a little bit, you know what I mean? She looks so low quality? Yeah, that's because the textures aren't super detailed yet. Okay, so let's grab this little thing. Oops, that's what she looks like without her skirt. Have fun, artists. Okay. Alright, so one thing we need to do as well is we need to kind of darken this, because if you notice, it doesn't really have any definition down here. That came out wrong. It doesn't have any shadows down here, which doesn't really make sense because, you know, there's like fabric right on top of this, so I need to add a little bit of shadow, just like so. Just like this. Oh, I forgot it's mirrored. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna... Why did they make this mirrored? Never do this. Okay, you know what? That looks fine. That looks fine. Alright, now let's do her legs. Her legs look a little strange. They have a little bit of strange textures here, so let's just kind of smooth this out a tiny bit. Like so. Can you tell I, like, gave up with the legs? Like, they're very boxy. You know what? We're gonna fix that right now. I don't like how boxy they look. Actually, no, sorry. Staying on topic. Staying on topic. We're gonna smear all this out so that it doesn't look so blocky. Like, especially her toes. It's just so blocky. Right here. And her knees. She looks like she has, like, bruised knees, which that's not what I'm trying to imply. There we go. Okay. That's better. Prettiest thick Lucy. Okay, ooh, you know what would be fun? If she had, like, almost, like, doodle tattoos. You know what I mean? Like, if she had little drawings that she drew on herself. That could be fun. What is going on back here? What the... Why is there mold growing on the back of her head? Okay, we're gonna work on that later. We're gonna cross that bridge when we get to it. Okay, that looks fine. That looks good. So now let's just, oh wait, so maybe that's the mold. Okay, it turns out we are crossing that bridge. Oh wait, no, not yet. We gotta do her hands. Just kind of blur this out, and then we'll come through with actual details soon. But let's just get the colors right and the shades right. Just blur out the little fingers here. Blur, 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 blur. The fingers are hard because they have really bad UVs, but I really don't want to go through the effort of redoing the UVs because then I have to reorganize the texture, and I just really don't want to do that. Call me lazy or call me working smart, but I think it'll be fine. There we go. And then this transition kind of sucks, but it's not really anything I can work with because it's two different parts of the same model. Okay, there we go. That's much better. All right, let's deal with her head. She shaved. Literally. All right, so if we go here, let's just kind of break up some of these harder edges. Just like that. Like so. I do like her little freckles, so we're gonna keep those. But then just right here is not the best. Like there's these hard edges and stuff, we don't want that. But because of my poor texture quality, or poor UV wrapping, which I'm gonna try to make it work without having to change that, but if we can't make it work, then I'll have to redo it, which I'm really not looking forward to. Okay, then let's see if we can kind of fix that a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that's looking better. And her ear thingies. Well, we'll deal with that in a second because they're a different mesh. All right, let's get rid of this mold. We don't want her to have a moldy head. And then I'm just gonna blur that out like that. But I do want this sort of blackness to kind of come down like this. Because at the same time, like, she has to be like a Venge character, you know? And Venge characters have, like, distinct patterns on them. So I need to make her look a little bit closer to that. There we go. Nice. Okay, that looks a little bit smoother. Ooh, except for this part. Oh, it's like a never-ending. It's like whack-a-mole. Every time I change something, it breaks something else. You know what I mean? Like, watch, I fixed that, and then now this is broken, and then I fixed that, and then now this is broken. This is why the UVs are heroes so bad. Well, those are hidden by eyebrows, so that'll be fine, and those are hidden by her ears, so that'll be fine too. Okay, that looks a lot better. And then let's do her ears real quick. Just like so. Perfect. Okay. That's like the basic shades done. Fix the back of her head. I think that looks fine. I think it looks okay. Are we gonna get rid of her forehead liner? I actually think it's kind of funny. I think it's funny that she would do that. Okay. This looks good. Now let's start with some of the detail work. So first things first, what is happening here? Okay, so question for the people, question for the culture. Are her lips naturally red, or is she wearing lipstick? What do you guys think? Like, if we caught her without, because she obviously wears makeup, right? If we caught her without her makeup on, would her lips be red? Or would they be, or does she like naturally buff them up? You know what I mean? Like maybe her lips are red and she just kind of naturally buffs them up. Or maybe they're like purple or something. What do you guys think? Naturally red? Yeah, I kind of agree, but I think they're a little bit more yellow maybe. I don't know. Maybe we'll see her without her makeup on. Who knows? Okay. And then, I don't know why there's this weird line here, but let's just kind of blur this out like so. Perfect. Alright. Should I get for more pronounced lips, or will you guys not be able to behave with that? Reminds me of Circus Baby. I made so many Circus Baby models in my day. Okay, I think this looks good. We're gonna kind of puff out the bottom lips. The abs? What abs are you guys talking about? Oh, the ads! I'm so sorry. Is there anything I could do about it? Can I pause them, maybe? Delay ads. Okay, I delayed them for 10 minutes. You got an ad about eggs? Oh, well, eggs are really important, so maybe now's not the time to buy them. Okay, I paused ads for 10 minutes, so you guys better enjoy this. I'm working for free for you guys now. Okay, let's just kind of puff those up a tiny bit. One other thing I don't really like about her model is I feel like her lips are a little bit too high. Like if you notice, like, they're not centered. I don't know what I'm talking about. They are centered. Okay, well, I'm being delusional. So maybe let's try puffing them up and moving them a bit down. There we go. Well, what's going on the inside here? You don't have ads in your country? Whoa, really? What country do you live in? And also, so you're basically saying that you're freeloading on my channel. And you're watching my content for free without any ads. I'm gonna have to ban you for that, to be honest. Some features are restricted. Oh, okay, you know what, fair enough. Ooh, what did it do? Why did it do that? That's weird. Okay, we're gonna really move her mouth inwards because I want it to be black in here. You're still a Patreon? Okay, you know what, you're fair. You're not blacklisted anymore. You're not freeloading. There we go. Okay, sweet. You don't have ads too? Oh my gosh, so many people here are freeloading. Okay. You're from the USA? Me too. Oh, the great and wonderful USA. Okay. Let me readjust her mouth. Wait, what? Okay, let's see. Her mouth is like a green texture. I don't know why. We can do better though. Make it like more of a black. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You're from Poland? Ooh, nice. You're giving me money? You get ads every 5 minutes. Oh, I am enjoying it, yes. You are single-handedly making sure that Act 2 comes out. If it weren't for you specifically watching, Act 2 would be canceled. Okay, so I think that looks good. I think that looks nice. Let's add some detail. So, should Lucy have scales? No, wait, no, okay, you know what? Let's see what frogs look like. Frogs. Okay, let's admire this frog here.
Attention all livestream viewers. Edit voice someone lurks in the dark has donated $5 through Super Chat. Thank you. They said, I love your games D, now show brain rot for 1 minute.
Thank you so much. Wow, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Edit Boys. Someone, hold on, YouTube's not showing me your full name. Edit Boys, someone's in the dark. Thank you so much. Show brain rot for 1 minute. I will after I finish, because I gotta go to the bathroom pretty soon. So I will show brain rot for that. But thank you so much. Your donation helps a ton. It really does. It helps make Venge Act 2 better. Okay, so here is a frog, as you can tell. And it looks like it doesn't have scales, but it has little bumps. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay, so it has little bumps. Okay. I'm gonna keep this off to the side. So, here we go. They usually have very slick skin. Yes, I agree. So let's make her super shiny. Perfect. She looks really funny like that. Like, okay, body goals. Okay, like keeping the baby oil business or keeping the baby oil industry in business. Okay. I don't know how to add. I don't know how to do this. Let's see. Okay, so it seems like it seems like the frog has like yellow. So maybe let's try adding yellow. No, we're not. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, actually. We're not doing that. Okay, what about, okay, how do I do this? So, let me try creating a texture. Let me try creating a texture, and let's see how this goes. So, I'm going to use a noise texture. Sorry, a cloud texture. This right here. Let's see. If we just, like, paint this on, what will this look like? Or let's use a texture mask, actually. Okay, so we can kind of get some of that texture. That's not entirely what I want, though. So let's go with, like, maybe a black. That looks really... She looks like she's been playing in the mud. Which that's not entirely what I want to imply. Well, I guess it kind of makes sense for her, but... Okay. It's not finely detailed enough, so what if we did something like this instead? No, I think it's, if you notice... Oh, here it is. I'm not saying that question out loud. I'm not saying that question out loud, Alice. Or, not Alice. Sorry, I called you Alice. Okay, let me try just giving it stronger colors. I think it's something like this instead. Okay, what if we tried like this? Let's go on our belly here. Okay. A little bit like patchy. But I have to keep in mind that I apply a bump map to it, so let me simulate what this might look like. Okay, actually that looks pretty good. So let me just kind of apply this sort of patchy texture to the bottom here. Like this. There we go. Do we like that? Toad screaming? Yes. I love the toad screaming part. That was really fun to record. Did I record that in the car? I really can't tell. I can't tell. I don't remember if I recorded that in the car or if I just did it when my family wasn't home. Because I know I recorded it at my family's house. Okay, how do we like that? How do we like that? She looks the same since the stream started. Yeah, it's just the tiny details that have been changed. So it's just kind of give her a little bit more of this kind of patchy look. I like this patchy look. I think this looks pretty awesome. A little bit like a birthmark, a tiny bit. I have a birthmark that looks kind of like this. So I can say that's where her story came from. Make her have bumps. I will. Don't worry. So here we go. And then she should have a lot of this on her leg. Wait, I got distracted. I was... Ooh, wait, that one's kind of intense. Maybe we'll put it like around here. Make her have frog nostrils? Frog nostrils? What would those look like? Let me look at that. Frog nostrils. Oh, I see what you mean. Let's give that a shot. Not the nose. I don't know if the nose fits very much, to be honest. Unfortunately. Okay, so I think this looks nice. Now let's give her some like micro bumps. So I'm gonna grab. How can I add the micro bumps? I think I could probably use one of these noise patterns. Ooh, wait. This one seems cool. Look, it'll add little cracks. Oh, wait. Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. What if we put them like around here? Almost like cracks in her armor, if she was wearing armor. No. We're not gonna do that yet. Okay, micro bumps. We're adding micro bumps. That's what we're working on. Right. Cell noise? No, that's just... Here we go. Here we go. Micro bumps. Okay, they need not be this sharp, I don't think. No, not that sharp either. Maybe we'll go like this. Yeah, that should be good. Let's just scale it down a tiny bit more, though. Yeah, okay, cool. And we'll make this a little bit lighter. And we'll scale it down even more, maybe to 0.1. So we get tons of tiny little bumps. Oh yeah, look at that. That'll actually look really nice. Tons of tiny little bumps. This. Alright, let's change this to be linear. Oh. I don't know if I like the tiny bumps. Let me just kind of blur some of them out. Maybe I'll have them be on the bottom of her hands. Because I worry this is going to look pretty trashy in Unity, but we'll see. Literally looks the same. Yeah, they're not going to be very obvious, but it's just going to be little minor changes. Alright, let's add them maybe to here. I'd imagine her neck would have a ton of them. Like that. And then maybe her belly. And then her legs. Like this. You should add some skin for her hands. Oh, I see what you mean. That could be fun. Alright, let's add it to her face. So, I imagine she'd have a good amount down here. But I don't want it to look like she just, like, shaved her beard. That's not the vibe I want to go for. And then we should put a ton right here. Well, I don't know about a ton. Why is the Path song unironically a banger? Thank you so much. I really enjoyed the Path song. The princess awaits the golden light flowers of nerving fate. Okay. Hopefully that looks good. It's not very visible, but I think it will be noticeable when we put it in the game. Alright, then for her hands, I like the idea of having them be a slightly different color. I don't want the bumps. I want normal. Well, actually, no, the bumps make a lot of sense for her hands, because, like, Why is it going white? It said go yellow. Oh, it is yellow. It's just, oh, we don't want that. Here we go. Let's add this. Let's go a little bit yellow for the bottom of her hands here. Not that yellow. Goodness, that was a little too much. Even less than that. Okay, I need to change this from stabilize or from sharp to smooth. Goodness, why is it too much? Why is it too much? I'm not even trying to put this much. I think it's because I have one of these settings on. Here, let's try it again. If I just like gently put it in like this. There we go. Then I gotta smear it out so it doesn't look as harsh. And she should not be this shiny. I don't know why she looks shiny. There we go. Okay, I think that looks good. I think that looks good. A brown vest? A brown vest would look good, I think, but I'm not fully sure. Okay. So, what I want to do now is I'm gonna give her a little bit of like little doodle tattoos. You know? So, I think if we go like this. But the hard part is it's just gonna be mirrored on both sides. Well, actually, you know what? I love the idea that her little freckles are completely fake and she kind of just like paints them on every day. I think that's a funny idea. So let's put these here. Like this. And then I imagine she would put maybe like a little bit of a I do think that she would do... Oh, I had an airbrush. That's why it needs to be on space. I would imagine she would kind of paint her like little wings on the side of her eyes. Like this. A bit more yellow. I could, but I don't want it to look gross. Okay, I like that a lot, actually. Just how does this work with the texture? Nope, not very well. We gotta move them down a bit. Let's go like right here, maybe. How does this work with the texture? Okay, that would work fine. Yeah? Yeah, 1 second. Let me just blur this out. See what I mean? It ruined it. Oh, no. I think I tried to do this before and the same issue happened. Okay, 1 second. Let me open the door real fast.
Hi. So today we're gonna be working on Lucy down. So this is Lucy. She is very awesome, very amazing. She has very blue eyes. And if you notice, there's vertices here and here. So with those vertices, we actually have a lot of very interesting like things here. And hold up, let me do some codes. Like A++ or whatever. Yeah, so this is the shading variant, and oh my god, who is you? Oh wait, she's kind of nasty. Okay, hold up. Okay, sorry, I'm just a little rusty on Blender. I'm a little rusty on Blender, guys, so I'm gonna have to do something real quick. Drafts. What's not in that one? Personal data. No, it's not that. Sorry guys, 1 second. Okay. Just gonna change the color real quick. It's kind of good like that. Hey guys. Oh no, this is Ethan. Sorry, I just changed out my mic real quick. That's okay. Spoil Act 2. So basically in Act 2, there's gonna be a lot of really fun things, a lot of amazingness. And so there's actually gonna be a lot of new stuff. I know we both sound really gay, so. But one sounds gayer, obviously. Why does your voice sound so weird? Thank you. We know. Oh, who is you? There's no hiding now. Yeah, no, it is me, guys. It's Ryan. But yeah, I just wanted to make a little cameo because Ethan closed the door at least. Sorry. Ethan said he has to be right back, and he said he needed someone to entertain. That means, yeah, gay means happy, guys. So I sound very happy. Do you guys play Dead by Daylight? Because I'm playing Dead by Daylight, and I'm loading into a game right now, actually. So I hope I didn't get into Leak Act 2. I'll just say coils, flower, resurrection. Very like theatrical. Webcam. He doesn't have webcam, so. And I'll just say that. I'll say those words like resurrection, coil, fun, cunt. Oh, can I cunt or no? Oh, sorry. Can I cuss? No, sorry. Ignore that.
Okay.
It's like you're monetized.
My turn.
Okay, sorry, he wants me to go. I'm sorry. I said coils, yeah. Okay. Bye.
Alright. Sorry. We're back. We're so back. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get my charger.
Oh yeah, get your charger.
I gave them spoilers.
You give them spoilers for Act 2?
Yeah.
No. What did you do? Why is she black now?
Oh.
Oh, I didn't. Not like that.
Oh, he's getting canceled.
Oh, now
I'm
she's
just kidding.
pink now.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay, bye.
Okay, we're good. There we go. Okay, back to normal. Back to normal. Alright. You left your headphones! Oh, he'll figure it out eventually. There's 3 words you can't say. Hopefully he didn't demonetize my stream. It'll be fine. I think we're far enough into it. Okay, so what were we doing? Oh, right. We were trying to add mascara or a little bit of a wing. But we ran into a problem because of my terrible texture work, so we're not going to be able to do that. But that's fine. So, here we go. Honestly, that looks pretty good. What was I going to add? I was going to add a little bit of detail, right? To like right here. What would she draw on her face? Who was that? That was FX. FX broke into the live stream. I think she would almost add like a little, you know what I think she would do? I think she'd add a little heart. We'll add a little heart. Yeah, that's totally on brand for her. That's totally on brand for her. We'll put little hearts on her face. Like that. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, that was actually FX's new voice actor. I thought that I wanted to spice it up a little bit, you know what I mean? I just thought okay, to be honest, the old FX voice actor was a little bit scary. Like every time that like I'd listen to the new dialogue, I would get really scared and I wouldn't be able to work on it, and I'd have to go to like call a therapist and stuff. So I decided that we weren't gonna have him be scary anymore, and we were gonna switch to this instead. So hopefully you guys approve of the change. Hopefully you guys like it. And yeah, I'm gonna be redoing the lines in Act 1 5.0, so you guys can look forward to that. Yeah. Okay, anyway, here we go. I think this looks good, honestly. I think this looks good. I like the little details. But I do want to make it look a little bit more distinctly Venge. And the way that I do that is just kind of, it's very lazy, but what I just do is I just like kind of add lines. Hold on, let me shut the door. What does Knockers think about that? Knockers doesn't know. I'm actually keeping it a secret because I can't tell. I'm too scared to tell him because his voice is just so good that it's scary and I have nightmares about it. So I'm paying 2 people to do the voice lines. I'm just kidding. Okay, that looks terrible. We're not gonna do that. You know, honestly, it's fine. I think it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Why? What happened? Oh gosh, what happened here? All right, let's fix this up before we do the. We gotta do the skirt here. So let me just kind of blur this around. And. Uh-oh. Did you guys hear that? Ah, this is amazing. Can we work on some lighting? Of course we can. Absolutely. How long have we been streaming for? Oh, perfect. Okay, we're right on time. There's a few things that I wanted to do today, so we should be good. Okay, so let's just blur these here. And just like this. Oh no, I don't want to blur that. Like so. Sweet. Then we're gonna blur the edges here. I love blurring things if you can't tell. It's like my go-to. If something doesn't look right, blur it. So if we blur this like this, and just kind of make it, give it a little bit of a swoop. Like so. There we go. And then on the inside, we're gonna blur it all down to the middle like this. I mean, the camera's never gonna see this, so there's kind of no point. I mean, the camera shouldn't see it. You guys better be responsible with your mods, but, you know, it's good to do anyway. Okay, so, oh no, it's a little bit weird around the edges here. So let's just fix this up, and then we're gonna apply like a fabric texture so that, you know, it looks decent. Here we go. Perfect. Just like so. Wonderful. Beautiful. Okay, let me just kind of fix up some of these edges. Is it Lucia Minor? Lucas is... Oh, sorry, Lucas. Lucas is not. He is 18. I did change that. He used to be 17, but now he's 18. So I was like, eh, close enough, whatever. I'll just make him 18. Okay, now, what are some of Lucy's icks? And I cannot say that word. Asking for a friend? Well, you're gonna have to ask her in game, to be honest. You're gonna have to bring that topic up with her, because I'm not Lucy, I don't know. So... And that's not permission to ask Lucy's voice actress. I mean, like, Lucy the character. Like, Lucy the frog. Not Lucy the human. Okay, alright, so now we just gotta make the middle part here look darker. Just like this, which will give it a little bit of shadow, which will hopefully make it look pretty nice. I love blurring things. Whoever invented blurring, like, automatic key to heaven, in my opinion. There we go. Okay, there we go. Perfect, now we get little shadows. She doesn't have a butt. See, I would give her a butt, but you guys aren't responsible enough to be able to have that privilege, so no, she does not have a butt. I do love how the tops of her legs are not textured at all, like I didn't even bother. Stop flashing me? Well, maybe stop looking. Ever think about that? Okay, so let's give this a fabric texture, and we should be good to go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here, and we're gonna go to here, and then we're gonna grab a texture. Let's make a new one. I have a lot of fabric textures, so I should be able to find one that I like. Go here. Fabric, here we go. I like this one, to be honest. This one right here. Okay. Let's just like kind of paint with this and see how this looks. So if we go like this, and you cannot see it at all. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Well, let's go smoother. Oh, see, now you can kind of see it. Yeah, there you go. You can kind of see it, but it's not enough. So how do I make this effective more? Color ramp. Change the intensity of this. Nope. Okay. Well, we're just gonna have to. Were we blurred the photo cluster saw? No, literally. That was my finest work, to be honest. We're giving it a little bit of a texture. It's not super obvious, but I think it'd be obvious enough. Actually, we're gonna restart that because I think I can make it more obvious. We go like, what if we just tried this? No. What if we instead make this, let's see, if we change the scale to be 5, will that make it bigger or smaller? I cannot tell, let's see. Maybe I meant it bigger. So let's try 0.25. Oops, no. There we go, 0.25, okay. There we go. See, now you can actually see the material here. So we'll just kind of give a little bit of lines here. Not a ton, but you know, just enough that hopefully it'll catch the bump map. Like so. This is the high quality that you guys are paying for. The quadruple A modeling quality here. Like GTA 6? Nah, Act 2 is where it's at. I could charge like $800 for this act. It would be perfectly balanced. Okay, there we go. Wonderful. Alright, perfect. But a utility skirt? Low key? Well, we'll have to see. Alright. Honestly, I think we're done. I think we're done with this. I think this looks a lot better. It's a lot of tiny changes, like a lot of little details, but I think the details are going to be what really matters in the long run. So let's export this into the game. Export all. Wait, no, she won't even export this from here. Okay, well, we're going to go to the game. Let me make sure I'm not showing spoilers. All right, well, it's going to... I'm going to send you to the be right back screen. No one leave. I'm going to send you to the proper one this time. All right, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I just had to remove something before spoilers, and also just had to get the model in the game. So, here we are. She's looking very pale. A little too pale, if I do say so myself. And the reason for that is just because I forgot to assign the material. So, let me just kind of try to find it. I don't remember where it is, because I broke the textures. I think it's Lucy's body. Yeah, Lucy's body. Okay, here we go. So, if we select them here, I'm gonna go Lucy. There we go. Here we go. Much better. I know I cut you off for Revenge Story. I'm so sorry about that. But, you know, gotta do what I gotta do. Alright, let's see. Ooh. She's looking a little dirty, but I think that's fine. I don't know why she's in this default pose. That's not what I want. I don't want her to be in this pose. I don't want her to be scared constantly. But you know what? It's fine. So let's just see how she looks in game real quick. So when we load up the game here, you will notice this is going to be a surprise for you guys actually. But Lucy has an AI now. She it's very simple right now. It's not very well done. But there she goes. She looks a little silly right now, actually, because she's like just kind of crouching, a little bit afraid. But let's wait till she stops. She's going to stop right here in a moment. Well, actually, let's do Lucy, move, stop. Okay. All right, hold on. Let's move her over here. Lucy, move linearly to player position. All right, she's going to walk over here. Oh, she's going to, hold on 1 second. Gotta stop her right before she gets there. Okay, stop. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Ooh. Here she is. Okay, this looks honestly not that bad. Is she taking a poo? It kind of looks like it, but that's not my intention. It's just, for whatever reason, Blender exported it like this. Alright, so let's do some basic lighting on her to see how she would potentially look in game. Let's grab this here. Excuse me? Why can I not see this light? What? Oh, I'm in the prefab. Oops, my bad. All right, here we go. Let's try this again. So if I grab this light here, and we pull it up, there we go. Here's the light. Okay. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. Her eyes are a little wonky. And the reason for that is they're supposed to have their own material, but they don't. So I'm going to have to do that. But if we just like kind of... Oh, she looks a little bit too shiny too. Like, if we just kind of add a little bit of, like, how she might look. Just like this. She looks a little bit like a grandma. With, like, her old wrinkly fingers. You know what I mean? Like, her hands look a little bit like... What's going on there, Lucy? Why do you look like you haven't worn sunscreen ever in your life? Okay, let's fix up some of this nonsense. So, what's causing this? Is it just... Okay. It looks like the normals were just too high. Okay, that looks better. For sure, that looks better. Perfect. She's got to look like she... Remember, she's still keeping the baby oil industry in check, so she's got to look like she's covered in it. I'm just kidding. But her eye backgrounds need to be using Lucy eyes, which that's not the right material. We go Lucy eyes, or Lucy here, Lucy here. Perfect. I don't know why we're shaking. That's kind of strange. Okay, that's much better. She looks a lot more clear this way. I wish she wasn't looking so scared. I would feel less bad, but I don't know why she's looking so scared. Okay, so this looks good. What about around here? Okay, this looks good. It's not like the most amazing thing, and where like I'm not gonna win Game of the Year for her material here, but you know what? It's fine. But if we look closely, let's zoom in. Oh wait, we can't see because of the depth of field. Okay, 1 second, chat. Let me give her a quick little head so that we can actually see what's going on. There we go. You can kind of see some of her details. It looks a lot nicer. Can I add some music? Oh yeah, let me add some music. Let's go like, there we go. Much better. Hey Lucy, welcome to your house. You look really happy to be here. Yeah, you do. You look like you are having a blast. the shaking head. Lucy, do you like your house? So stupid. Lucy, do you like living here? That's so silly. Alright, cool. She knows. Alright. Here, watch this. Ready? We can do Lucy debug head track player. Alright, it's a little bit messed up, so you just have to forgive that. She's just slowly watching me, and then watch if we do Lucy or Lucy body follow head. Then as we rotate, she will rotate around with us if we like go out of bounds. There we go. Look, Lucy, you're alive. Are you happy in your house? I know, it's so pretty in here, huh? She's a little shy. There's so many people watching. So stupid. Okay, let's apply these changes and then we should be good to go. And then we'll start working on some of the lighting. So, as far as I know, all of these changes should work because they were done. Sweet, okay. Eyes right here. I'm not holding her hostage. She is free to leave whenever she wants. Okay, so let's start working on the lighting, right? So here we are. Here's Lucy being afraid. I'll fix that later. So we have a few different options of where we can do the lighting. So let's actually hop in the game real fast and I'll let you guys vote. So we can either do the lighting in the entrance. Oh, bye, have fun. We can either do the lighting in the entrance or we can do the lighting upstairs, which would involve like the flip sky and stuff. Or we can do the observatory. Here. So what shall we choose? Everyone think about your decision and I will make a poll. Observatory, entrance, and the entrance would be making a brand new chandelier. Or upstairs. Why do you guys want upstairs so bad? Upstairs would be like the most boring one. There's like nothing interesting up here. It basically just be the living room part 2. I think the observatory is honestly the one that should win. But I'm not trying to influence the vote or anything. Like, you guys vote however you want. But if you're gonna vote for the observatory. It'll be so much more fun. Oh, for the flip space. Okay, it's not gonna be that interesting. I'm just gonna put like a flip sky behind these windows. That's literally it. Really? Upstairs is winning? Y'all, come on. We can do better than that. I know if we started doing upstairs that, like, everyone would leave. It'd be so boring. There's, like, nothing up here. There's, like, look, let me show you. Scene lighting false. There's, like, there's a couch. There's holes into Lucy's floor. There's this tar patch cage. There's nothing fun up here. Let's do the observatory, guys. Look, if we do the observatory, we get to do upstairs and downstairs and this whole cute little area. You know? It'd be so much better. Then why did I add the option? Because, like, I guess democracy is good. I vote observatory. That's my vote. And my vote is worth, like, 50 votes, I think. What do you guys think? Okay, well, you guys... Oh, wait, you can't change your vote, right? We'll do a revote. Unless, if enough people want to do that. Should we do a revote? Yes, revote. How about this? Let's do both. Let's do both of them. So we'll start with the observatory because, unfortunately, if all 50 of my votes were to count, the observatory would win by a landslide. So let's do the observatory real fast, and then we'll do the upstairs, and then we'll do the flip sky because you guys. No, I'm gonna honor democracy. I'm gonna honor our the trust with the viewer. We're gonna add the flip sky. So, let's go over here. This is not the right file. Let's go into Lucy House. No, I'm not starting with the observatory. I changed my mind. It doesn't count anymore. Okay, so I don't know if I should have this glass because the glass messes up with the fog, but we'll see how it goes. So, ready guys? Ready for the observatory or the flip sky that you guys were hyping up so much? Watch, it's literally just gonna be this. It's just a little plane that I put in front of the window here. Wait, where'd it go? Watch. Ready? We're gonna go here. We're gonna go to one of the Act 2 or Act 1 sets. I think it was. Which one has a good sky? I think it's the first flip one. Twisted Rodnick is where I made it. Raw material, sky. Wow, look at this flip sky. Wow, it's so pretty. It's so pretty, guys. Wow. I'm like crying, it's so pretty. Okay, so we're gonna move this into the upstairs, which I think is just part of the living room, to be honest. Yeah, living room. We're gonna call this living room sky. Yeah. It's so good. I know, it looks perfect. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll go here. We'll go living room glass, material here. And then for the sky, we do outside sky. There you go. Hope it was worth the hype. Okay, let's actually do some lighting now for real. So, if I turn on the lighting here, so ignore the green stuff everywhere. It doesn't look bad. It's trust the process. Trust the process. Oh, bye, Lucy. Just clip through this out of the wall. That's so funny. Okay. Okay, you know what? Let's fix the mesh first. Let's fix the mesh. Because there's like holes in the wall, you know? Because Lucy's room is unloaded. So if we unload her room right real quick. Where's her bedroom? Here it is. See, there's all these holes in the wall or in the floor and stuff. So let me just kind of fix this real fast. You know, we can't have that. Otherwise, she'll just literally fall through the floor. I'm gonna be kind of sloppy with it because honestly, I could not care. Well, no, that's not true. I do care, guys. I do care. Don't leave. I do care. I just like, it's not worth that much effort. You know what I mean? Well, to be honest, it is because they're gonna be the default. But all right, let's just go like this. Moved it all the way up to right here. We're gonna merge these two right here. You're leaving? No! No, don't leave. Don't leave or I'm canceling Act 2. This goes for everyone. I better not see the number drop ever. Okay, so here we go. And then we'll just shift this up like so. That. We'll move this in like so. Perfect. You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know the difference. I mean, you can see the difference right here. It's a little obvious, but once I fix that, then you won't know the difference. So, and this is the one that's a little strange. Like so, perfect. Yeah, okay, that looks good. And then we just gotta deal with this part right here, which is like clipping out of the edge. We just shift it up. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You just came back. Welcome back. Hopefully you had a good break or whatever you did. like this. Oops, that's not intentional. Stuff like that. And we're just gonna shift this down. Like so. I don't know why it's using this texture right here. Oh, I forgot to turn. Like that. Perfect. Okay, that's that fixed. Easy. Let me bring her house back and make sure that it won't... Oh, wait, this is part of the wrong set too. Is it? Yeah. Oh, I see the problem. Okay, so this right here. Oh. Okay, well this... Lucy's bedroom is not going to be as loaded as much as this upstairs will be, so I'm going to move this to the upstairs bedroom here. Or to the upstairs part of the mesh here. So if we were to get rid of her bedroom, this stays. So hopefully we should not notice a difference whether it's loaded or not. We do right here. There's a slight wall here that, for whatever reason, is part of the wrong mesh. So let me quickly fix that. There we go. So now if we unload her bedroom, we should not notice a difference at all. Okay, there's a tiny difference. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So let's export this and go right back into the game. All right, sweet. Now let's do some of this lighting. So, oh wait, right, her door is smaller. It's fine. We'll deal with that in a little bit. So let's go back over to the game and hop in and let's do the lighting. Here we go. All right, so let's position the camera like right here. Let me turn off the background. Scene background black. Okay. What we're gonna do is in the living room here. Well, I'm gonna create a separate object for it for now. But we'll go here and we'll add. First things first. Is there material up here? Okay, there isn't, which is gonna be fine. But we'll add our spotlights coming from the heavens. So, which look like this. Let me make them brighter so you can see them, and add some volumetric light, like so. There we go. And then we'll move it up. Oh, it's snapping to the grid. I don't want that. We'll rotate it down just like so. Wonderful. And we'll align this with the window here. Like that. I guess you can't really see it from my perspective because I'm on the wrong screen. I'm not ignoring you. Will Cheed ever accept the bear collab? I think that'd be fun. And then we'll give it the box so that it doesn't try to shine through it. Just like so. Then we'll add shadows. Nice. Oh, it is shining through it. That's okay. Just decrease it like this. I think this is actually the exact same cookie that I used for the library, and all she wants for Christmas is you. Perfect. Okay. So just like that. And then we're going to make this way brighter like that. And we're going to dim it down. Yeah, we're going to have to get rid of that glass. Because that glass looks pretty nasty. Like so. And then let's move this over here and do the exact same thing for this window. Oh, wait, oops. Move this like this and then do the exact same thing for this window. Are the windows different sizes? That's kind of strange. Why are they different sizes? Wait, actually I should use this one instead of the other one. This one looks a lot nicer. Just doing different cookies here. Just like this. Like so. Perfect. Okay, so we fly over here. Nice, nice. Okay, and I do want it to be a little bit... Why isn't it the same as Act 1? Because it's covered by the window. Yeah, the window's covering it, so it's losing some of its color. But once I remove the window, then it should look better. Let me do that right now, actually. Where's the window? Here it is. Yeah, here we go. See? Now it looks a lot better. But do I like that? It's a little bit too obvious. So let me just kind of dim it down a tiny bit. Like that. I think that looks nicer. Yeah, much better. Oh, what the? Okay. Okay, found a bug. If you Step on this plant, it throws you in the air. Okay, I'll have to fix that. But, alright, here we go. Then, what really makes this look a lot better is once we start adding some different lights. So, if I add a point light, for example, and I put it right around here, because in real life, light bounces everywhere, like every which way, which is good, but we can't really simulate that right now because of limits in my lighting engine right now. So what I do instead is I add a point light in kind of in the middle of the space, just like this, and then I tint it the color that it would bounce. So this would make everything kind of purple, right? So I'll put a purple light in the middle, and we'll have everything bounce like this. Just like so. Right, so that makes it look a lot more realistic. Then what I do is, we still want this sort of orange warmness. Oh, that's very bright. Oh, is it because I have... Why are you so bright? What the? Yeah, whatever. We'll deal with that later. I do want it to have this sort of orange warmness to it. It's been over 2 hours? Oh, dang, it has. We're almost done. Maybe we won't have time for the observatory. Then what we'll do is we'll add another point light, and we'll put this one right underneath here. Just like so. Like that. And we'll dim this down. And then we'll add another point light over here. Well, the Tar Patch Cage has its own separate system. Ooh, a point light right here would look really nice. I'm gonna add one, and then I'll have to add a light there anyway. Well, no, actually, there is a light. Is there not? There is not. Okay. We'll add the Tar Patch light right here. Which, let's walk over here so you guys can see it a little bit better. There we go. Perfect. The tar patch looks really ugly. I don't know what's going on with the textures here, but just like so. That looks really nice. And, oops, I closed out of the stream on this here. Okay, here we go. I don't know what's going on, but YouTube is like hurting my confidence. It's telling me that 0 people are watching again. Come on, YouTube. Don't be mean to me. I know that's not true. I see like 7 people typing in the chat. Okay, here we go. So then we'll put... Oh, sorry. It was a cactus, not a normal light. Uh-oh. Someone's awake. Alright, so... We'll put this up here. And we'll put another light right here. And... Yeah, it's EQR Coaster. He's the one doing this. You're so right. And then... This one right here, it's a little bit cheating, but we're just going to have an area light up here. Just to kind of fill this space down here. Perfect. Nice, look at that. This looks really nice. So, very cozy, very cute. Oh wait, I forgot one light right here. This light over here. Very cozy, very cute. I like the purple and orange. I think it looks really pretty. We are my imagination. Oh my gosh. That's funny. So, okay, I like this a lot, but I do think that we could add a little bit more. I'm almost thinking we have to have a little cute light here. You know, like a little special light right here. And just a little bit more color. Maybe like a machine right here of some kind. Something like that. Maybe I'll put another sky disc. No, I like that one right there. Just something to fill the space right here. So we'll have to do that. But I like this color palette. Look how pretty that looks. Like the contrast between this and this looks really nice. It's very, very distinct. Dumb question, but am I EQR Coaster? No, I'm not. Well, technically yes, but no, I'm not. This is Caustic Games. This is Coaster, not EQR Coaster. What's up with the door? Okay, so let me explain. So the door here, Lucy's door has a special shape to it because I thought it looked kind of funny. But the door that I'm using here is a fake door, or it's not the right door. So that's why it looks a little strange. Okay. Yeah, I like this a lot. I think this looks really nice. Used to watch him when I was younger. Good thing you don't watch him anymore, because EQR Coaster is evil. EQR Coaster wants me dead. Alright, so was actually pretty quick. Let me save my changes here, and we will apply them, and we will see how they look in different modes. So let me apply the changes. Atlas. I think Atlas is on my door. He's trying to get in. So these should belong in the living room lights. So let me switch over to my main screen here. And we'll go into living room, and I'll put the normal lights because all of these are normal except... Okay, you guys are going to see a little bit of a spoiler for what I was doing before the live stream. So, when did my rivalry with the Orchestra begin? I think it's been going for a while. I think it's been like since I started my channel. Before I like my videos used to be posted on that channel, but then what happened? Oh, I love how we're talking about this as Sad Adam Girl is playing. Shoot, what's drama? Before he got jealous, and so that's why they separated. And so then I was like, it was like we were both in the same head, and then I was like, you know what? We're separating. Like, you know how in FNAF, how Circus Baby got kicked out of like a nerd and Molten Freddy and stuff? It was exactly that, like the exact same dialogue. So that's what ended up happening, and so that's, you know, that explains that, hopefully. So, very sad, very, very, very sad story, but hopefully it makes sense. I feel like I just said word salad right there, but you know what, it works. Okay, so we're gonna go into the living room house, and these lights are gonna be called just area lights. No, you're good, you're good. Yeah, I used to upload on that channel a lot, but I don't do that anymore, unfortunately. Okay, so let's add some of these upstairs lights to the normal light meshes. I think this will cover all of them, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it should. Okay, sweet. Then, yeah, okay, cool. So let's give this a shot. So if we open this up here, you guys are gonna see a little bit of a spoiler for what I did earlier in the live stream, but it'll be fine. So first things first, we come over here. We're gonna set up. No, the windows are back. I forgot to remove them. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me do that real fast. Sorry. 1 second. Let me remove these windows. I'm not gonna remove them. I'm just gonna move them out of the way because I might use them again in the future when I can figure it out. Okay, there we go. All right. So, if we navigate over here, very pretty, very beautiful. All right, so then if we switch it to nighttime here, flipping this. Okay. So, okay, so the purple light needs to stay. This purple light right here should be called, well, let me go in the prefab and edit that real quick. This should be called Sky Bounce Lights. And we're going to put this inside of the normal living room lights. Okay, here we go. Let's try this again. How old is Lucy? I believe, I haven't really confirmed this, but I believe she's around 24. Okay, so here we go. Let's set the... Ooh. Turn off the lights. Perfect. Okay, that looks a lot better. We actually get some bounce lighting up here. Nice, nice, nice. And then this all looks good. And then, this is the part where I am going to send you to the brain rot screen for about 30 seconds, okay? Alright, we're back. I just could not let you see what is happening, but now we have a bunch of alien lights. Don't worry about the alien lights. But, honestly... because for the alien lights, the fireplace turns off as well as some of the ones over here. So I'm debating if I should turn off the skylights. But honestly, I think it works. I'll think about it, but we'll do that off stream. So That's what we worked on before the stream. But yeah. Okay. But I did notice that these are not casting shadows. So let me just quickly fix that. I haven't reached out to that person, so I don't know if there's a collab happening, but maybe we shall see. All right, so what time is it? Okay, we have 15 minutes left before the stream is over. So what should we do? Something really simple. I think the observatory would be pretty simple. Let's work on the observatory real quick. So just like before, we're gonna go over here. Reveal the alien lights? No, I'm not gonna reveal the alien lights. Actually, one second. Let me clear my history. Back to brain rot. Alright, sorry, I just had to clear my command history so you couldn't see what I was calling it. Because it's a tiny bit of a spoiler for the beginning of the live stream. So, alright, here we are in the observatory, and let's get started with this. So, just like last time, exact same process. We're going to create a new object here, and we're going to go... Are the alien lights for the devlog? Yes, they're a part of it. So, first things first, we need to add... Well, let's start with the upper part here, because that's going to be what we're going to work on first. So first things first, we need to add a beautiful orange light coming from the ceiling here. Just like so. Ooh, look at how pretty that is. Oh, that's so gorgeous. I love that shade of orange. That's beautiful. Okay, perfect. So just cut that out. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at how wonderful this is. So we're going to do this. And then this is the chandelier light. Then the next part of the observatory. Oh wait, looks like there's some lights right here. Well, let me get rid of this light real quick. So up in here, we need to put a light over here. Just like so. A little bit dimmer, not as pretty as the other ones, but there we go. So this upper area looks nice. And then right here for the actual observatory itself, we're gonna add the starring show or the starring factor. So basically what it is, it's a spotlight that we put behind here. And this should be really simple to do. I don't imagine it'll take that long, but we'll add a spotlight in here, just like this, and move it around. Like so, make it super bright. Ooh, I can already see it coming together. And we'll angle it like this. Just like so. And make it a little bit dimmer. And this one's going to be also yellow. And this one's going to have some volumetric light to it. I'm going to make this a Buddy Light cookie. No, not a Buddy Light cookie. Just a regular cookie. Like so. We're gonna make this a little bit bigger. It doesn't look as good as it used to, which is upsetting, because it used to look really, really good. I think it's just the angle of the light. Hold on, let me look at the old, because I've made this before. So let me see if I can find my old screenshot of it. Way back from 2022. Where is it? There's Elsa, Helpsy, my old bedroom, Minecraft, Cody, houses, first animation of 2022, I think. Where is it? The bike scene. When did I make this? Must have been sometime around here. Yeah, for sure. There's a picture of the moon. Where is it? Okay, here's day 2 stuff, or day 1 stuff, sorry. Yeah, we're getting closer, getting closer. The Foxy video, getting closer, I can feel it. Where is it? I know I also posted it on Twitter, so maybe someone can find it faster if you guys go through there. But I'm pretty sure it's in here somewhere. There's a video of Act 2. Where is it? Here we go, okay. Oh. Oh, that's very disappointing. Look at what it used to look like. That's very disappointing. I remember it looking nicer than that. Okay, well. Not much to work on from there. So, let's see. Maybe let's just try rotating this light and seeing if we can get a better angle. Can you believe that that was like my peak at the time? It was just that. That doesn't look the best. Okay, well, we're going to add this, and then we're going to add a point light right down here at the bottom. Just like so. And let's make it the same, like, bouncing sort of thing. And we'll add a little bit of volumetric light to that, just to kind of fill the space a little bit better, you know what I mean? Oof, that's not what I imagined. Never mind, we're not going to do that. What if I just added a bit of intensity? Oh, yeah, there we go, there we go. So I'll just have it actually be... Oh, wait, you can't even see it. Sorry, my bad, my bad. Don't get mad at me. Wrong screen. Okay, here we go. So we move it like this. And we have it facing all of the nature. That'll make it look nicer. Yeah, that looks nicer. Okay. There we go. Okay, that's better. What if I added a volumetric light to that now? Yeah, that looks much better. That looks much better. I could change the cave texture as well, absolutely. Because it is, yeah, you're right, it is using the old one. Okay. Cool. All right, let me make this a tiny bit brighter and maybe turn on shadows so we can make it a little bit more dynamic. Like so. Perfect. And maybe this light needs to be a little bit more orange as well. Well, no, I like it white. Beautiful. Cool. So if you didn't know, the whole thing with the observatory is everything about Lucy's house is fake, and her observatory is, like, no different. Ooh, you know what? I had an idea. Sorry. I'm going to have some light shining through the windows, like, almost like as if it's bouncing. You know what I mean? We're going to add that real quick. But everything about Lucy's house is fake in some way. Yes, that helps a lot. Oh my gosh, that helps so much. So her observatory is no different. It's not a real observatory. It's like everything about it is cardboard. It's like she made it herself. And that's interesting, right? Perfect. Look at that. That looks really nice. Let me make it a little bit more white. There we go. Beautiful. How does it look from up here? Nice. I think the orange on orange looks a little bit off, but I don't really want to change the color of the chandelier, and I don't think that blue would work very well in here. Maybe, let's just try it. Maybe I'll be wrong. I was wrong. It actually looks really nice. So let's change it to blue. I think blue would work better. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, guys. There we go. Ooh, yeah, that's much better. That actually, yeah, that's way better, way better. And then I can make these little shadow things blue. There we go. Cool. So she has fake trees. She has a fake cat in here. You can see it's held by a wood. And let's see how this looks from the outside. Oh, that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. I love that. And then we go up here. Nice. And I like how it's like reflecting off as if it's real. Wonderful. Wonderful. Even the fireflies? Yes, even the fireflies are fake all the way down there. They're not real. Well, I don't know. Maybe the real fireflies are real. I will add decoration, but unfortunately, I am out of time. So let me just save this real fast. Here we go, and then I will paste this into the observatory. Let me show you the main screen here. Just like so. And we're going to append this in here. And luckily for us, all of these are pretty simple, so it's going to be a very easy lighting setup. So we'll have the observatory here, and the observatory has the normal, and then for light meshes, we just need the chandelier. Which I should have locked this, so I was able to grab that easier. Just like so. Perfect. All right, let's see how this looks in game. So, if we switch over to the game here. All right, we got to work on this entrance, but we can do that either in the video or the next live stream. Wonderful, wonderful. Looks wonderful. All right, now if I turn off the light, where's the light switch? I think it's down here. Wait, where is the light switch? Hello? Where's the light switch in here? Do I not have one? Oh, it's hidden. It's right here. I never would have found that. Perfect. So this room goes completely dark. Well, hear me out, hear me out. I have an idea, I have an idea. You do entrance lighting? I'm out of time. I'm so sorry. I could probably do it for the next live stream though. Or either the next live stream or the video itself. Okay, let's put the entrance lighting actually into its own. Or not the entrance lighting, the... Oh, no. We'll go here. Always on. We'll make the entrance lighting its own thing. Just like so. And then let me set that up real quick. So, always on should be you guys. There's not really anything special to see, so you're not missing out too much. But here we go. So, now what we can do is, if we go into the observatory over here. Oops, didn't mean to fall through the floor. It should look the same. Nice. And then if we turn off the lights. Ooh, look at that. That's beautiful. This looks awesome. Wonderful, wonderful. Lights on. Lights off. That's so pretty. All right, well, I think that is where I'm going to end it for today. So we made a lot of progress. We improved Lucy's model. Oh. We improved Lucy's... Hold on, let me make her look at me real fast. Lucy, debug, head truck player. All right, there we go. We improved Lucy's model. We improved Lucy's house. We did more lighting, all of that sort of thing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the intro. I do have some homework for you. So this video is going to be coming out next Saturday, so make sure to watch that. But the homework for you is... No, sorry, not next Saturday. I'm lying. It'll come out this week, during the week. But my homework for you is to go check out the Act Zero album on YouTube that I released. Go binge it or something like that. And share one of my videos with your friends. That's all I have for you guys. So if you enjoyed the live stream, if you enjoyed all of this, make sure to subscribe if you aren't already. And I will have a gameplay video out this week. So lots of content coming out for you guys. I will see you guys later. Next Saturday, same time, same place. All right. See you all. Goodbye.